Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh, we are joined by the small one. So it is Tuesday. We are doing another request playing, and MZIH messaged me and he wanted the Bearcat. So we're kind of taking a look at both of them. But we're starting the video off just with some good kills so that you guys can see what this plane is really capable of. So in the first one here, we're diving down on this Yak 3. And I was trying to keep a little bit of a shallow dive because around 650 kilometers an hour, it starts to get pretty squirrely. And then it seems like the compression just hits in like an instant. So in this clip, I'm flying the 1B at 6.3. And in like the third clip, I'm flying the 5.0 just F8F-1. So right here, I'm just going to stay on his 6 and click him out of the sky because Real Shatter is fixed again. Thank the Gaijin gods for that. But that was a kill. Right here, we're going to get into a quick head-on with a 335, and I'm just going to dodge around his 30 mil because if I get hit with that, it's game over for me. You know, those things, it's like getting hit by a semi. So he's going to try and get me into a rolling scissor a little bit here, which, you know, I don't know why he did that in a 335. That's not a, it's an interceptor, not a fighter. So I looked at his left wing and for some reason was thinking it was deafened. So that's why I was kind of just looking back and zooming in on his wing. But got on his 6 and he waited too long to try and get away. He should have just stayed straight after the head-on, and he would have at least been able to put some distance between him and myself. But as always, I can't aim, and eventually I get the kill and he's no longer in the match. So this next one is, oh come on, there we go. This is the Dash 1 with 450 cals, and then you can take 4 more 50 cals and gun pods, which in my opinion is the only way to fly it out. But that was the only kill I got with it, and you know, I got frustrated after that, so I was like, I'm not playing the 1 anymore. But just got into a head-on with the Ta 152, and I don't know if this guy was inexperienced or what, or if he didn't use his flaps, but you know, if he had brought his flaps out, he should have been able to pretty easily get on my 6, but he didn't. So after I struggled with my aiming for a little bit, I managed to finally set him on fire and get the kill. So we're gonna hop into another game, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about this thing in the game. So guys, we are once again flying the 6.3 1B variant, and take a little peep at my new little wing art that I quote unquote designed. We're gonna go after this 335, but you know, just to talk about the F8F here for a second, I'll have the stat card somewhere on screen. I haven't decided fully where to put it, but it is the most powerful, you know, single engine Grumman aircraft that's, you know, a piston engine. It's the most powerful Grumman piston fighter, if I can aim. Nice. Right before this, I tried to record and ended up with a 3-kill game, so that was pretty nice. Anyways, it's the most powerful Grumman aircraft, up to rank 4. So what that means is very, very good acceleration and a very good climb rate. Now, like I talked about it a little bit in the first part of the video, but once you get to 650 kilometers an hour, it starts to get a little bit squirrely, which really sucks. It's not like the P-51H where you can get up to 700 kilometers an hour and still be stable. That guy's also a little bit concerning. But if you guys watched my Yak video and how I was trying to, the Yak 3 video, how I was trying to play that, what I initially did was just climbed as fast as I could up to, I'm going to try and pop out combat flaps here. I was climbing as fast as I could up to 4,000 meters and leveling out and just getting as much speed as I could. And that's generally what I do whenever I fly the F8F as well. So it's more of a lower altitude fighter than high altitude. I mean, it's still viable higher up, but once again, it's not supposed to be like a high altitude escort fighter like the P-51 or the P-47, for example. Yeah, I'm not really trying to catch that guy. But if he decides to, I think there's like a 109, the 335, and at least one more 288C. We're going to turn back on him and see what we can do. Because we do turn better, and I didn't think he was going to get the miracle shot right there. Ha! This thing is pretty crazy in just a straight vertical. It almost feels like it just... Yeah, poor guy lost his tail. It almost feels like a stunt plane that's doing a completely vertical hover. It's kind of crazy, and you can also use that to your advantage and stall out some of your opponents. Now, I'm probably not going to get the chance to show that besides that little hee-haw with that 335 right there, but we're going to go over towards this Spitfire and help him out a little bit. So the reason that I'm flying the 1B instead of just the F8F-1 that's at 5.0 is because I feel like having 4 Browning machine guns is like bringing a water gun to a fight at 5.0. You still have the same performance between both of the planes, but one of them just has extremely good guns and the other one has Brownings, which can be good. And you can bring gunpods, which adds another 450 cals and technically gives you the I probably stole that, but it's okay. That Spitfire was having a hard time. I mean, it really comes down to, do you want to use Brownings, or do you want to use the cannons? So I think these are the M3 cannons that are like a variant of a Hispano. And these are the ones that I would honestly use. I prefer, especially with real shatter. Okay. Especially with the real shatter, I prefer to actually deal damage to my opponents. So back to talking about this plane. Hopefully I don't die super fast. We're going up against jets in this one. It does carry a lot of tendencies from the F6F, but really it feels like it just improved on them. So, for example, the F6F wasn't the fastest climbing plane in the match, and the Bearcat is the exact opposite of that. It's very fast and it's still pretty heavy, but I feel like it plays very, very similar to the P-51H as far as, you know, energy goes. So even if that guy might be a little concerning, but even if you lose all of your energy in a vertical, or if you stall out, or if you're generally just turn fighting and bleed all of your energy off, I feel like it's pretty quick to get it back, which is especially useful when going against jets, which is what we're doing right here. There's that spontaneous compression at 700 that I was talking about before. This might get a little bit hairy right here. Well, now that I don't have any Key 84s in my area that can just blow my tail off in a half second, what I was saying is that you got to watch out for the compression, because it comes on very, very quickly, and once it's happening, I mean, if you're in a vertical dive, you're probably going to compress into the ground. Which, I mean, you know, it just be like that sometimes. So, if I can reorient myself, I think that was the 262 that I got the kill for. Gonna get taken out by my teammates on accident. Got a nice little assist for that one. But, you know, overall, it's a... Hi, baby. Yeah, that was my bad. I got distracted by the baby. But the F8F is definitely one of those planes that you should fly, but I personally like the higher BR variant more. I just think it's more fun, and I don't oh wow, okay. And I don't have to be sweating bullets to be consistently good with it. But we're going to wrap the video up right there, guys. So if you liked watching, leave a like down below. And if you have any War Thunder tips or planes that you want to see me fly, leave them in a comment. And the Discord will be down below if you guys are interested in that. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.